What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video we explore once again the good, the bad, and the ugly on Amazon influencer thumbnails. And I'll say this much, some of these are so good that hopefully they give you some inspiration on how to double your income by adding these to the best side hustle on the planet, that is Amazon influencers. So I'm super fired up for this video. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. All right, so we're here in my screen share, and before I jump into the good, the bad, and the ugly of thumbnails, I just want to remind everybody that I do have my guide on if you have not been accepted into influencer and you're just kind of completely clueless as to why. My guide is below to kind of give you some of the data that I've seen from looking at hundreds and hundreds of people's accounts as to why they are getting approved and you are not. So it is below. I encourage you to send me an email and reach out to me, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. So let's go ahead and jump into the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm going to go ahead and start. I randomly picked some products from the first page of Amazon and figured, why not? Let's just see what happens. And I stumbled upon the pillows niche, and I clicked into one of my friends' pillows. So they are the ones that review the pillow and talk about the pillow, and they've been in one of my masterminds before. So they're doing a fantastic job. They're making millions of dollars selling on Amazon. That is the life. For the rest of us, we got to do reviews. So either way, here's what I found for this particular product and what I've seen in terms of a trend in a lot of the older products. And that is a lot of people just aren't using thumbnails. And I just don't understand why. And come to find out, I even look at the copy on a lot of these, and it's not the greatest. So here's what I suggest the next time. If you guys would like to see me review some of the copy and kind of give you some tips, I'd be more than happy to do that. But didn't really like any of these. Nobody used the thumbnail. If we go on down the line and take a look at what they showed at the bottom of the carousel and see if anybody's doing a better job, some of those older videos that have been there a long time, they're just dominating just because of the fact that they had them up such a long time ago. And I do remember there was one that I really liked that was on here. It's none of these. None of these really had anything. And it's this one right here. This guy has impressed me before. This guy does a phenomenal job on all his stuff. And the reason it stood out is he knows where the border is here. It says, what you need to know. So kind of gets you curious, right? It's the only one that stands out from most of them, other than maybe this dude here sleeping on his. But then again, he has a second one. It says, what you should know. So super, super impressive. That is why on this one in particular, I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. That was possibly one of the most impressive ones that I've seen. There's one other thumbnail that I'm going to show you that really impressed me. Let's get on with the rest of it, which is the bad. And again, this I wanted to show you because there's just nobody using a thumbnail on this particular product. There was no thumbnail at the top, and there's no thumbnail at the bottom. All we got is fur, right? Faux fur, and it can emulate whatever kind of animal it wants to, but at the end of the day, it's just fake fur. This creeped me out looking at it. I thought like, holy shit, I'm buying a polar bear throw. That just didn't sit well with me, so had I not stopped and read, thankfully I can read. Yes, people, I can't read. I decided to go forward and take a look at the rest of it, but they match every freaking fur, and it's faux, but either way, not a great job by anybody on here not using a thumbnail at all. And that was kind of a trend with a lot of these products. Same thing with this one. There was a couple of thumbnails. This one, although she put like a 3-part here, I'm kind of lost. I'm kind of like, what the F is going on? And then this one right here put rechargeable selfie light, and I don't honestly know if that's a thumbnail or that was already edited into her video. So again, a theme of not a lot of thumbnails. Some people might ask, do we need them, Liz? Well, you don't need them, but they will make you some extra money. This air fryer here, $180 of someone that had 3 videos for this particular thing, but look at the only thumbnail I saw, and it really doesn't stand out. I don't know if the Boss Ultra Lean air fryer is on the package or what. It really didn't stand out whatsoever. So again, this is part of the bad. That is a bad thumbnail. What am I saying? That's not a bad thumbnail. Now we go on to this cat carrier, and on this one, again, I don't know if this is, and this is in the video, so it looks like it's a thumbnail, but it's not. So again, no thumbnail on this one, other than this one that says At first I thought it said Covenant backpack straps. I was like, are we part of a witch group? Or I don't know what they call them a covenant, I think. I was like, holy shit, that says convenient back straps on this one. Still doesn't stand out. I talked about the basic rules of thumbnails. Things got to be big and they got to stand out. So hopefully we see a good one in a while, which of course we are. Now, right on this one, this is the only one that looked decent, but again, the text is so small, you gotta write this text on your thumbnail, people, like it's for grandma. Like, what does that say? Yeah, you gotta write it because, hey, you don't know how long these videos are gonna be on there. They might as well be legible, especially to people that either need glasses, contacts, or they just can't see shit, right? I qualify as a can't see shit category, and although this is nice, colorful, and all that jazz, I just don't even know what the hell it says on it. Next up, this one is not bad. I gotta say that this one's pretty decent. A must-have for podcasting. It stands out, it's big enough, it's purple, it sticks out, and it's got this guy holding this up. And so it makes me curious. It's the best one out of the bunch that we've seen thus far other than Tyler Vegas's, and I think he does a pretty solid job on thumbnails overall, just judging by this one right here. So again, it has the basic rules. Nothing's in the bottom right-hand corner. The words are nice and big, and it's got a picture of the product and the guy's face. So there is a face behind the brand in general. So overall, I like that one. Here we go on this one. This is a not so good, right? Because look at all the text they tried to cram into this thing. My favorite features on, my all-time favorite recorder, I think that's what it says. They just tried to make too much use of the space, and they should have cut it short. They should leave it with curiosity. They should do something else. But he just tried to cram everything in there. But I do suppose it's better than nothing, right? But still, overall, it's just really bad. Hey, I'm going to talk. Mine are really bad right now because I've just recently started to think about these thumbnails in more great detail, and I haven't had the time to change them out, but I will do that. Now we've got the good old Gorilla Grip, and these are colossally gorilla failures. Like, they're gorilla failures at epic proportions. This right here, again, it's in the bottom right-hand corner, Gorilla Grip kneeling. I can barely read that. It's terrible. And then this one's even worse. Like, what in the hell does that say? I feel like I'm getting a test at the driver's DMV. What the hell? I can't even see those letters. They're just way too small, and just colossally huge failure, just like the size of a gorilla, right? Now we got some kind of gardening thing. And again, install raised bed. Not a fan of this one here at all, but again, I suppose it's better than nothing. The rest of them just focus on the product, where this one just stands out, and it's better than nothing. Again, at least it's a thumbnail. Here we go, some shrooms. This is shrooms. These are their legal shrooms, people. I know a lot of people finally started to pay attention to this video. There's one that I do like here, and it's not this one, Grow Your Very Own from Orca. Orca is either hot or cold. She's either on point or off, and this one, she's off. I don't like what she did here. I don't like it whatsoever. Too many things glowing on here, and it's probably because they had some real shrooms. But I like this one. I like this one. Let me tell you why. The package, they made the package stand out. They made the product stand out. And then it's an attractive girl pointing at the thing. Let's face it, people. If you're an attractive woman doing this job, you've got a massive advantage. The same holds true if you're on YouTube and you're a girl, like, attractive. I'm not talking about me. I know it looks like I just woke up. I did. But if girls fix themselves up, their CPMs, or the amount of money they make per video on YouTube, is infinitely bigger than if it's a dude. So I'm sorry, guys, but this is a cute girl pointing at some shrooms. It's going to make us curious about a lot of things, right? All right, so we got the next one. This is some seeds, right? So we want to grow those shrooms. This is seeds. And are these any good? Well, those might be good, but your thumbnail certainly is not. This text is way too small. They lost on this one because they had so much more space that they could have done things with, and they just chose not to do it. It's use it or lose it, people. That's what it is. But again, it's the only thumbnail on the page, so they get points for at least that. Now here we go with this. Like, I can't even read that shit. That's the last line on the eye chart at the DMV for sure. I don't even want to attempt to do it. I'm going to get off the camera and hells to the no. I can't see that shit. I am way too blind to see that. And so this is a huge failure. I mean, I would rather have this thing here, or this ultra red light, or this one that seems like it's A Bug's Life, instead of this, because I have no idea what the hell it says. I'm even offended that they wrote it that tiny. So the rest of these, still not good. And then left one of the better ones for last. This guy does a tremendous job. I really enjoy his thumbnail. Now, he tried to do a little too much with his thumb up or down, I think. But in general, the fact that he puts his face on there, he puts his head on there, and it looks like it's a group of them. They got a nice arrow. The product glows. And I would have preferred if they had had these letters a little bit bigger. This says frequently asked questions. He could have maybe gone with an FAQ on there, and that might have been much, much better. But this one and Tyler Vegas did a stellar job. So again, hopefully you guys got something off of these thumbnails and they gave you some ideas for your own. I certainly got some ideas for my own. Now let's hope I go ahead and put that into play. But other than that, my email is below in case you do need that guide and you have not been able to get on Influencer. I'll see you guys in the next video.